Hey everybody, today we are back in our chill survival series and today we are working on our cozy mine shaft. Let's get into it. It's a lovely sunny morning and today I've got a lot planned. So today we're going to be building a forge for all of the ores, minerals and of course deposits and everything that we've mined. So let's get into it. Alright, let's have a quick snack before we get on with the building. And this is all the progress that we did in the last episode, including the live stream, which you can all watch on my channel. And while this is going, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a lot shorter than my other ones, so let's get into it and start the building. Alright, now let's head down to the mine shaft because we need to get some extra resources. Let's gather lots of diorite because we are going to need a ton of it. And then we're going to head back up and get to building. Once we get a few extra resources too, because we need a lot. Alright, now let's head back up because we are definitely in need of starting some building here, so let's go. Alrighty, and it is night time, so let's head over and avoid that zombie from turning us into a crispy snack. Let's head over to bed. And on to the next day. With zombies burning, let's get started. Let's tidy up this mess first because we don't want all this mess here when we're building. And let's watch the crispy zombie as he burns up. Mmm, tasty. Alright, that is most of the building, most of that first bit done, so let's do some more. And while this is going, I hope you are enjoying this video. So now that is all done. And now we can get the remaining resources that we need to start building. That took a very long time, so now we are on to the next day, bright and early. And now we're just checking to make sure we've got our resources. Let's go. We're building the pillars up so we have a different asymmetrical design, because I love doing asymmetrical designs with my build. So this is what I've gone for, where it's both sides are in a bit of a slope and it leads up to the top, which is like a tower. That's my vision for the build, and I hope you enjoy it with the final product at the end of the video. So that's the base currently, and it's looking very asymmetrical and it's going from top to the bottom. Hopefully it will turn out good and much better than I planned. Did not want to use some pine because that was awful. Let's get the borders set up. We're just picking the cobbled deep slate out because it's a nice dark colour for the border. So it's perfect for a mine shaft, and it contrasts between dark colours of the pine wood and spruce, which we use in the build. We've got quite a lot to do, so let's go. We're adding this extra section on, which is for the storage, because I want a little cubby for the chest. And now we're adding in the walls, which are made of spruce wood using the chip mod. And now that is the end of the previous day, and now we are done with the walls, and I think it turned out really good. We've got stairs, we've got lots of decoration to add some detail, and now we're gonna add some more, and we're going to hopefully we're gonna get all of the resources soon ready to do a chimney in the next video or off camera, because I was so exhausted I didn't want to do too much in one video. So now we're doing another border here, and this is to break up the colour of the roof, which is going to be made of diorite, so it's going to be a very light contrast to it, so we wanted something that was quite neutral but also quite dark as well. So alright, and that is the last bit of the border done. We're just putting some extra pieces in to line it up, because it's very difficult when you're doing an asymmetrical build. Alright, and we've done all that, so now we are building the roof, and we are using the diorite that we got in the mines, and we've turned it into polished diorite, so it's a nice, much fancier look. Now for the contrast, we're using deep slate because it's very good for pairing up with diorite and with the spruce. It's all neutral tone, dark to light. It's perfect for these types of builds. I did not mean to do that, but now we've got the two side roofs done, so now we are going to be working up on the centre. I just want to get a good look at the build, so let's have a look. Oh, this is looking good. And now we're going to work on the roof. That's looking good, that's looking good. And now we're just going to put the last finishing touches on this before we do the roof. On to the next day, and we are finally going to be getting on with the roof. So that's the roof done, so now we're doing the tower, and we're sorting out the very few asymmetrical issues that we're having, because it's looking uneven but not at the same time, so we're just fixing those up. We spent quite a bit of time fixing this up because this took ages trying to fix with it looking very uneven but wanting that in the build, so it took quite a long time. Now we're putting in all of the deep slate because now the roof is our main focal point where we're gonna have the glowberries for the light, and we want the glowberries to contrast really well with the dark colours of the deep slate, so this will turn out really good. And now we're adding the glowberry, and that is looking good. Now let's add some birch for contrast, because I love the use of birch with the deep slate, as it's a really light colour, but it works so good for roofs, for massive focal points when it's a big build. And now we're on to the last day, where we finally admire our main bit of work. Now I'm just fixing up all of the dirt towers that we have around the build because I built so many. What was I thinking? That looks really good. That all looks nice, and now we're going to add some flowers to spruce it up a bit, pun intended, and make it look a bit more in touch with nature. Now that the outside is all done, I'm going to work on the inside of the build, so I will see you all in a bit once I have done the inside. Alright, that is the inside of the build done, and I've added up some extra decoration, so this is the inside of the build when you walk in. We've added some pickaxes, tool racks, we've got a lovely crafting table and some books for your research. And we've got the backpacks for going in the mines. We've got a lovely campfire to warm up to after being so cold down in the mines. We've got some sweet berries for snacks and for decoration, and a little workshop in the back with a blast furnace for all of the ores to be smelted very quickly with the amount of mining that we do. And then the ladder leading neatly down into the mines. I think we did really good with this. And that is a really nice finished build. And then we're going to add the furnaces off camera, and I'll show you those in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.